Good evening from Changnon Gymnasium. Lady Rams volleyball on the air here as they welcome the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals at cross-county action. Danny Czerwinski joins me alongside. I'm Chris Hugo, and Danny, pretty big matchup here tonight as far as the county is concerned. Woodlawn Mount Vernon doesn't happen very often in most sports. It's one they still do in softball and volleyball. And tonight we should see a dandy just like we did in the JV match.
Well, the JV game was pretty nice. That match was an amazing comeback for the Lady Rams. They win their match tonight to go to 4-0. They trailed 22-10 in the first set of the JV match, stormed back to win 26-24, outscoring Woodlawn the rest of the way 16-2. Then turn around and really put it to Woodlawn in the second set, 25-8. Therefore, Woodlawn loses this match, and Mount Vernon goes to 4-0 on the season at the JV level, and we expect this Mount Vernon Woodlawn match tonight to be just as competitive and just as good.
No doubt about that. This is your Inlay College pregame show. Kick off the season with a banter. Wow, that would not be the right one, would it? Of course, Inlay College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs. Inlay College, it's time. Your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, plenty more to talk about here on Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX.
From total joint replacement and sphincters to shoulder surgery and sports medicine, our surgeons provide a wide range of specialized treatments that are unparalleled anywhere in Southern Illinois. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon, a safe area for Americans in campus, the orthopedic center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference. You are a successful business. Good money. Needed credit. You won't find better partners. Why? There is.
And welcome back to Changnon Gymnasium. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside for your Inlay College pregame show. It is the 1-5 Mount Vernon Lady Rams and the 3-0 Woodlawn Lady Cardinals. Plenty more coming up here on your Inlay College pregame show as we will have your Central Christian Church starting lineups. We'll also check in with a Tony Wilt scoreboard update a little bit later on. Danny Czerwinski alongside, and Danny, a great matchup brewing here tonight. If the JV match is any consolation, is any evidentiary support to what we could see here tonight. And again, I don't think we made a big enough fact about how rare it is that Woodlawn and Mount Vernon get together in many sports. You're not going to see it happen in boys basketball. You're not going to see it happen in boys baseball. Obviously, you can't see it happen in wrestling and some of these other sports that Woodlawn doesn't have, soccer included. But they do get together in volleyball, and the Lady Cardinals have been a major volleyball threat, regional champions of a year ago.
And the thing about it is they also play in softball at the beginning of the year in the Jefferson County softball tournament in early March. So you really don't get to see this matchup between the two schools with the enrollment difference. And again, these schools have played volleyball for several years in a row, an exciting JV match. And again, it's nice to see county schools, Mount Vernon given and Woodlawn accepting, to play each other even though the disparity in enrollment is so big.
Exactly. And of course, this is your Inlay College pregame show. At Inlay College, you get a quality education and save thousands. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Inlay College, it's time. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we will tell you about some scores from around the area already tonight. Junior high baseball and softball, as well as the JV contest right here from Changnon Gymnasium. This is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX. And welcome back to Changnon Gymnasium. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. And Danny, you can always count on Changnon Gym being a loud place until they get the sound system figured out, as we prepare for a great volleyball matchup between the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals and the Mount Vernon Lady Rams. But first, we need to check in with a Tony Wilt scoreboard update. I know you have a few scores from around the area in junior high athletics.
And we'll repeat the volleyball JV score here tonight. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams win 26-24, 25-8. One softball score to report tonight. In 3 innings, Woodlawn beats Rome 22-0. And in baseball tonight, Rome beat Woodlawn 3-2. So a split of those two Jefferson County junior high programs tonight at Rome. Those games were played.
Of course, that scoreboard update is presented by your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. He is on the corner of 42nd Street and South Water Tower in Mount Vernon and online at TonyWilt.com. If you see his red Jeep in the parking lot, just stop in. He would love to meet with you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Danny Czerwinski alongside. I'm Chris Hugo, and Danny, a huge matchup here tonight. And I know we keep making a lot of the fact that it's a cross-county rivalry, but these two teams have gotten together in the past, but you have to give a lot of credit to Woodlawn over the past couple of seasons. Have really come on strong with a lot of great athletes, and that's assisted by a great senior class.
Well, yeah, the senior class is pretty well loaded. I mean, this group has carried them for 4 years, the likes of Kinsey Verhines, Leah Sutton, Kelsey Patterson in the softball and volleyball programs as well. So you throw that all together, it starts in the junior high with a very good girls program, and you go into the high school, and last year Woodlawn girls not only won a volleyball regional, but also won a basketball regional and a softball regional. So it's a very successful run of players and the like at Woodlawn High School, filtered in by the grade school and other county schools that feed into Woodlawn High School. What's the key is getting the numbers out, getting kids out to help out in all 3 sports that the girls can participate in, golf included before. You got to get the numbers up. You have to get the numbers out. And that's what Woodlawn's been able to do, and it's led to success on the court and on the field as well.
Of course, we are live on MyWithersRadio.com as well with video streaming on your radio here on AM 940. In fact, we'll go ahead and pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio. Of course, here we are, Changnon Gym, 94 Sports Mobile Studios. Glad to have you alongside. The Mount Vernon Lady Rams and Woodlawn Lady Cardinals about to do battle on the varsity floor here at Changnon Gym. And Danny, a great JV match we had. I think to elaborate a little bit more on the scores that we saw, the Lady Rams were down 22-10 in game 1 of that junior varsity matchup, and then came back to win 26-24, and then rattled off a 7-3 lead. And so really it was, I forgot what I estimated it at. I believe a 23-5 run is what they went on at one time, and it just ultimately took control.
Well, as you mentioned, it was 22-10 the JV game at one point, and Mount Vernon outscored Woodlawn the rest of the way 16-2. And you couple that with 25 more points, makes it 41-10. From 22-10, it was 41-10. Mount Vernon ended up winning 2 games. Very impressive run for a JV team. And again, and we talked about it before coming on the air, this is kind of the proverbial trap game tonight, due to the fact that Mount Vernon comes off playing Centralia Tuesday night, a conference rival, arch rival. You get beat, and especially in the second set in a close game. Then you have to turn around and you play Woodlawn, which is sandwiched in between going to Altoff Money, a conference game, and also hosting Marion next Thursday. Trap game for Mount Vernon. JV game showed that early. Hopefully the varsity will not have that early letdown.
Well, you can hope not. And, of course, this is one of those matchups, as you just said, so critical for both teams. And you hit the nail right on the head. Altoff and Marion next week, 2 tough opponents, especially Altoff, on a Monday night. So you come right out of the weekend at Altoff and Belleville on Monday night. You really have your work set ahead of you.
And this is a big game. I think Mount Vernon, being at 1-5 right now at the varsity level, really needs a victory tonight. I mean, you're talking about your next matches are going to be Althoff on the road and at or home against Marion next Thursday. That's going to be 2 games where you're probably not going to be favored in. Then the next time Mount Vernon varsity would play would be on home again on the 19th against Salem, which is a winnable game. But you need some momentum. You need to build off that tough second set loss to Centralia. Build off the positives in that second set, especially the first set the night Mount Vernon came out very tentative. You build off the second set, even though you lost. Take the things you did well, the confidence, and you build it into coming in here tonight, and you got to get a win. You're the bigger school. You may not be the favorite in this match, but you got to come out and do some things and try to get a win, because next week is going to be very difficult against 2 premier programs to get wins next week here on the road at Althoff and also here against Marion.
Of course, we need to take a quick break. We'll go ahead and do that right now. This is the Rend Lake College pregame show on WMIX.
They're family owned and operated, and they've become families like yours for over 30 years. Yes, you can. That's Sutter Daughter. 4582. Right over the phone. Or stop at Highway 115, Mount Vernon. Yes, you can. Yeah, Auto. Give it a up at college about a quarter to 12. So, yeah, most other folks. That would be awesome. That's sure. Not before. That's $95. Maybe qualified college. Then, other college. That's what that's the law. So,
Changes this. Changes also equals natural things. Simply follow a few steps to discover what they prove to be social things. Well, hi, this is Star Reach, People's National Bank. Stop by and let me show you how easy it is to start banking. People's National Bank, member F.
this is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX, powered by Bank.
And welcome back to the Rend Lake College pre-match show. Rend Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Plenty more coming up here, especially your Central Christian Church starting lineups. Incredible things are happening at Central Christian Church in Mount Vernon. Look no further than the newcentral.com. Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. Danny, let's meet the visitors on the scoreboard first. The Woodlawn Lady Cardinals.
The Woodlawn Lady Cardinals will go with number 5, Leah Sutton, a senior. Also a senior, number 11, Kinsey Verhines, the final senior in the lineup. Number 3, Kelsey Patterson, 1 junior. That would be number 26, Sabrina Durham. Sophomore, number 14, Kelsey Bach. And sophomore, number 7, Paige Laughlin for the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals, who come into the game, or the match, with a record of 3-1.
Of course, those are your Woodlawn Lady Cardinals. Let's go ahead and meet the Mount Vernon Lady Rams while we're at it.
The Lady Rams coming into the game with a record of 1-5. We'll go with Brooke Moore, number 2, the libero. Number 6, Lauren Keeler. Number 11, Kelby Kuyava. Number 12, Cheyenne Morgan. Number 16, Aaliyah Palmer. And number 19, Taylor Mcgowan for Angie Carroll's Mount Vernon Lady Rams.
Those are your starting lineups tonight, presented by Central Christian Church. Discover the excitement at Central Christian Church in Mount Vernon. Central offers exciting worship experiences packed with energy and relevant teaching and awesome programming for children and youth. Check out thenewcentral.com for service times and more information. Danny Czerwinski alongside. I'm Chris Hugo here with you tonight on WMIX. Video stream is available on mywithersradio.com/WMIX. Be sure if you're at home and want to see this one. First of all, why aren't you here? If you would like to see this one, you can watch on mywithersradio.com. Of course, a big matchup tonight, as we've said all pre-match, Danny. you look out there and you don't really see nervousness. You see a lot of girls amped up, ready to get this one started.
I think a lot of that comes from the fact that some of the Mount Vernon girls have played or went to school at Woodlawn grade school, so they know a lot of the Woodlawn kids, vice versa. You're living in a age and era with social media, with Facebook, with Twitter, that these kids know each other, texting, getting together in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, wherever, getting together, they know each other. And it's one of those deals where two schools from the same county, not very far apart, everybody knows each other, and whoever wins gets to have bragging rights for another year, at least in this particular sport.
Exactly. And it looks like we are awaiting the starting lineups here in Changnon Gym for the Mount Vernon Lady Rams. What are some keys to tonight's matchup for either team? Because you come into this one, if you're the Lady Cardinals, you're amped up, ready to strike. But at some point, you do have to maintain a bit of levity. If you're the Lady Rams, as you mentioned before, this is a trap game. I mean, what are some keys?
The number one, I think, for Mount Vernon, you got to build some confidence and get some things going, at least getting some points, improve your service points, getting points off your serve. Mount Vernon has struggled with that the last two matches. Number two, on the Woodlawn side of things, you can't be too amped up that you're trying to come in here and sling that slingshot at Goliath. You got to be worried about yourselves. It seemed the JV game, the JV team from Woodlawn was a little too amped up early, couldn't quite get the job done. Mount Vernon stormed back and won. Woodlawn's got to be careful of that. And if you're Mount Vernon, third key is you got to counter that. You have to come out with as much energy and excitement as Woodlawn has, just because Woodlawn's going to be amped up to try to beat the bigger school. You have to match that excitement, Mount Vernon, maybe even a tad more, and not have those mistakes serving and or volleying, easy for me to say, that Mount Vernon had on Tuesday night.
Of course, this is your Rend Lake College pregame show. Glad to have you with us tonight as Mount Vernon and Woodlawn do battle in a bit of a Jefferson County, cross-county rivalry-ship, if that's actually a word. At Rend Lake College, you can get a quality education and save thousands. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Rend Lake College, it's time. Does not look like we're going to have a national anthem tonight. We'll go ahead and take our last break of the pregame show. This is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX.
Orthopedic Center has unique distinction as needed one of only two complex but orthopedic teaching countries in the state of Illinois. Our goal in education is to inspire the next generation of orthopedic surgeons. Patient care, education, and research are our core strengths. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive, Mount Vernon, and St. Mary's the Samaritans in Breda campus, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is never the distance.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Lately, we've been told that coming into Community First Bank is like stepping into a bank 20 years ago. Well, some of our larger competitors would probably be concerned. However, at Community First Bank, we are convinced that that may be the ultimate compliment. We believe service matters, and we all know service is delivered by people who care. Stop in and experience banking service like you remember. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. This is Mike Reese. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
Back to Changnon Gymnasium we are. For those of you on video on mywithersradio.com, problems have been figured out, and so you have full audio capacity. Of course, you heard us, you didn't hear our sponsors, and that's what we needed to work out, of course. So we will take care of all of that as we go along to make up for that. Lady Rams, of course, dressed, for those of you not watching, for those of you on your traditional terrestrial radio, Lady Rams are dressed in their black and white uniforms with orange numerals trimmed in black, while the Lady Cardinals come in their fashionable red attire with white numerics trimmed in white, and, of course, their blue tights. So you look at the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals, they're ready to go. Mount Vernon Lady Rams preparing to go, and it is all courtesy of Banterra Bank. Kick off the school year with the Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Morgan will start off with the serve right to Sutton here on the side, up front to Verhines, back to Sutton. Across now, Morgan with it up front, punched across by Palmer. And here come the Lady Cardinals. Sutton gets it across. Back near the back row for the Lady Rams on the return. Here comes Mcgowan, pushes it long. It's 1-0 Cardinals.
Early on, it's obvious. A lot of talk about Leah Sutton, her volleyball prowess right there. She seems to be one Mount Vernon is going to have to be very weary of as far as where she's at around the net. She can put it home.
And here we go on the serve by Sabrina Durham. The Lady Cardinals take a 2-0 lead as the Lady Rams just could not muster a return for that one. So Lady Cardinals on top early on. Durham will continue with the serve. It's 2-0 for the Cardinals. Here it comes all the way across. Moore looking to set up somebody up front. Looks like Palmer near side. Verhines got a piece of it. Sutton now over far side. It's into the net. As the Cardinals had a bit of trouble with that one. Kelsey Bach had some issues, tried to get it over. Now the Lady Rams get the serve back, trailing 2-1. Here comes a serve from Mount Vernon. Misplayed on the back row. It'll be 2-2. We're all tied.
Yeah, again, Mount Vernon doing a little bit better. That's their first point on serve, 1 out of 2. Nice to see Mount Vernon get some points that way.
Tied at 2. Here we go. Continuing on serve is Kirsch. Nice dig there by Durham. And
Mount Vernon into the net. Point Woodlawn 3-1, Lady Card. 3-2, I should say.
3-2 the score. It'll be number 11, Kinsey Verhines with the serve. Kirsch there looking to get it over up front. It goes just wide right. Point for the Cardinals. Bach did the great thing there and just kind of watched it fall out of bounds. And the Cardinals retain the serve and now have a 2-point advantage. 4-2. Verhines will continue. There it goes. That was Keeler with it up front to Morgan. Back to Keeler near side. Trying to get it over, but right there was Durham. It'll go off the net. Verhines gave it a last-ditch effort to try to catch up with it. It was into the net, then off the ladder. It'll be 4-3 as the Lady Rams get the serve back.
And Brooke Moore back there in position. Of course, she had that run a couple weeks ago at Weber Township. Been a very good server so far for Mount Vernon. She needs to get on a little bit of run here.
4-3 it is, and now here it comes. Moore on the serve. Durham up front. Verhines now coming center for Sutton. She'll put it where they ain't. But she crossed the line into the net. Crossed the line into the net. One of the same almost. 4-4 your score. Lady Rams have possession. It is 4-4, and here comes the serve for Moore right down central. Great dig there by Patterson, but it's out of bounds left as Loffin could have come up with it. It'll be 5-4 Mount Vernon.
Now, Moore on a little bit of a roll here. Maybe get some rhythm. Substitution for Woodlawn.
Here's the beat of the rhythm of the night. Here we go. Brooke Moore will serve. 5-4. Lady Rams on top. Right down central. There's Bach with it up front. Verhines has to save it, but goes back row. Last attempt. Will go out of bounds off of the Cardinals, and it looks like we have a timeout. 6-4 your score. Lady Rams on top. We'll keep it here. This timeout's presented by Ford Square of Mount Vernon. Fuel economy has been redefined with the all-new 2011 Ford Fiesta with up to 40 miles per gallon highway. It's a pretty big deal. Ford Square, where the best never rests.
And I think now both teams kind of got the nervous energy out of the way. Kind of there's some exploration going on between each other's teams as far as getting used to each other, seeing what each other can do. And it's important, you know, when you go exploring, not only get the correct name of what you're looking at, but also get to know the teams and what they'd like to do. That's going to be key here. Brooke Moore back there with this serve. She's brought Mount Vernon back with 3 straight points. We'll see what Woodlawn comes out, see if they change their defense.
Of course, great traditions aren't given. They're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what they believe in. Community First Bank of the Heartland, proud sponsors of the Lady Rams and Lady Cardinals. A great tradition. 6-4 on the Moore serve. Here it comes. Bach dug it out, looking for a pass up front. Verhines drops it off center circle 4. Leah Sutton gets it across. Morgan now near side for Keeler, and she'll kill it across. It's 7-4.
Nice. Keeler going corner to corner, side to side there that time in a place Woodlawn wasn't at. 7-4 now with Lady Rams on top.
7-4 the score, as DC just said. Here we go. Moore continues on the serve. Comes near side into the net. It'll be 7-5. It looks like it'll be a Sutton serve for the Cardinals.
Well, that's not a bad run. 2, 3, 4 points there from Mount Vernon. A little out of time. Now they got a stick here.
Sutton serve right down the middle. Dug out by Keeler up front. It was a pass to Morgan. Drops it off for Palmer. Now Sutton, a nice dig. Up front, Verhines going to leave it for Bach. She'll swing it across. Pass up front coming from Palmer. Morgan leaves it for Cuiava. Sutton there to rescue. Here we go. Verhines sets up Bach. Here comes the spike. It's blocked. And Woodlawn gets their 3 hits in. Can't get it across. Lady Rams lead increases to 3, 8-5.
Leah Palmer around the net. Making sure that one doesn't get over. 2-hand block down on the floor.
And Palmer will get the serve. 8-5 for the Lady Rams. They're on top. Game 1 of the varsity match. It's right to Sutton. Verhines shifts up front. Here comes Bach far side. Great dig there by Mallory Kirsch. Palmer to Morgan near side. Keeler. Sutton digs it out. Up front from Verhines. It's Bach far side. Moore some trouble with it out back. Kirsch up front. Morgan gets it across. Great play there by Durham. Up front we go from Sutton to Bach. And a pass from Palmer up front. Morgan now. Cuiava coming to slam. It's headed our way. Won't bounce high enough. And Leah Sutton just couldn't control that one. 9-5 as it came at her at a weird angle. Some English on it. 9-5. Lady Rams on top. They retain the serve as we see a substitution.
Palmer that time for Morgan really put that one away up there in the net. Hit it off of Sutton. All Sutton could do was flail at it, and the ball went off her arm, and Mount Vernon on a nice little run up by 4.
Here we go with Palmer on the serve. Ryan French will come in. Punched across by Lady Cardinals. Palmer up front. Morgan drops it off near side for Keeler, and she gets it across right between a diving Sabrina Durham and Leah Sutton. 10-5, Lady Rams on top.
Key
They're
stat,
nickel and diming these Lady Cardinals.
well, it is kind of a 5 and dime store, maybe Dollar General as well, but the Lady Rams right now 7 out of 10 on service points here in this first set.
Here it comes from Palmer on the serve. Sutton looking for Verhines, finds her far side. There we go. Lady Cardinals on the return. Up front, Morgan drops it off near side. Keeler just wide right. It'll be the point. Lady Cardinals, they get the serve. It's 10-6. Rams on top.
But you see, Mount Vernon, as you mentioned, the nickel and dime thing, they're kind of putting the ball around where they want to, passing it, and Woodlawn's defense right now a little in disarray and can't get a really good attack going against the Lady Rams.
French will serve. Kirsch there, right with it, up front. It's coming far side this time from Keeler. Verhines looking to set up. It was from Durham. Durham got it across. More up front. Palmer now center circle. Here comes Cuiava. Unable to catch up with it is Ryan French. And here we go. Lady Rams 11-6. Get that nickel lead back.
Nice. 11-6. And again, Palmer, I think, has improved so much this year in her passing, able to set people up.
French looking to set up Verhines. She does the old touch kill there, and it's 11-7 within 4 of the Cardinals. Banterra brings you Rams and Lady Rams sports on WMIX. Don't support the other team. Go green with Banterra's online statements and online bill pay. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. That serve is just in, an ace for the Lady Cardinals to make it 11-8. They're back within 3.
Court awareness. You got to know where you're at on the floor, where the inbounds and out of bounds is, and that time Mount Vernon lost track.
Great serve there. And here comes another 11-8 your score. Lady Rams having some trouble with the backside. That one went sky high as Kirsch gets it across. And she was in the net, so it'll be 11-9 as they're back within 2.
Mount Vernon back down a little bit that time. Lawson continues to serve. And again, it's a matter of Mount Vernon. You can't get happy with yourself with just with a little bit of a lead.
And Laughlin serves it just long that time. So it's 12-9. Lady Rams back up by 3. Remind you, Lady Rams volleyball presented by Banterra Bank. Score a TD with a CD. Check out Banterra's interest rates on deposit products. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. The Cuiava serve long to Laughlin. Off her wrist. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be 13-9. I don't have a 13 on my roster, DC.
13 for Woodlawn is Annie Wareheim.
That would explain it. Process of elimination.
Freshman.
She doesn't have a number. Did not recognize her because
No.
I have not seen her in Woodlawn High School yet, just being a freshman, obviously.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of her softball especially.
It'll be Cuiava continuing to serve. Up 13-9 are the Lady Rams. Right down central. French with it. Verhines center. Now far side. Sutton slams it, and it's just far, otherwise known as long. And it's 14-9.
Out, as in the U.S. Open this week.
Not to be confused with a fault.
Fault. 15 love.
Looking for Deuce. Here it comes. Sutton back row. Found Verhines. Now to Wareheim up front. Lady Rams looking to make something happen here. Set up is Mcgowan. Got the assist from Cheyenne Morgan. And that'll be a point, Lady Rams. 15-9er on the kill. We'll have a timeout again by Woodlawn. This timeout is presented by Ford Square and King City Chrysler of Mount Vernon, where the best never rests. The 2012 Fusion Hybrid can get up to 41 miles per gallon highway. Talk about value. Ford Square speaks it. So,
Speaking of speaking, Lady Rams making a little statement here early on, 15-9 here in this contest. And again, good for Mount Vernon. They start out behind, got everything going, look much better here in the lead here in this first set.
crisp, clean camera work for those of you on MyWithersRadio.com from Jeff Crow as I just watched him pan out. Off of the scoreboard on this timeout, 15-9. Lady Rams on top. Game 1 of this varsity match. Lady Rams swept in 2 sets. The Lady Cardinals in the JV match, they're 4-0 now here on the season. Meanwhile, Lady Rams looking to stop this losing streak. Lost 4 straight, 1-5 on the year, looking to turn that around against the 3-1 Lady Cardinals.
Right now, Woodlawn on the floor. Freshman, sophomore, junior, and 2 seniors. very young Lady Cardinals team on the floor in a varsity game right now this early in the season.
Bodes well for their future as Cuiava continue to serve. Verhein's coming near side for Wareheim. She got it across. Pass up front for Cuiava. Palmer leaves it for Mcgowan center. And it's dug out there on a dive by French. Now Sutton along spike coming. Looks like Keeler was in on that. Up front, Palmer leaves it far side for Morgan, and it'll be off the hands of number 17, Allison England, the former Warrior, former Lady Ram, now Cardinal again. 16-9 will be the score as the Lady Rams are up a touchdown.
Up a touchdown, and 11 out of 15 service points here in this contest.
We'll have Lofton back into the ball game for England, otherwise known as match. 16-9 the score. Cuiava continues to serve. Dug out by Lofton. Nice play by Verhines. Verheim gets it across. Mcgowan centers to Palmer. Verhines looking for the old touch spike, and it's a kill. Somehow inside that far sideline. It'll be 16-10, back to a 6-point margin.
Floated perfectly. If it was the French Open, knocked up clay. If it was in baseball, it'd kick up the chalk dust. It was right on the line.
You love that term. As Verheim will serve right into the net. So it's 17-10. It's back to a 7-point. The Lady Ram advantage.
Woodlawn in good, or Mount Vernon in good position right now. Woodlawn will sub.
Kelsey Patterson will come back in. She started this one out. So the original server, Cheyenne Morgan, will take it 17-10. Sutton with it. Up front for Verhines. Back to Sutton, far side. The spike coming off the net. Great dig by Morgan. Palmer on the far side. Now near side, Mcgowan. Lofton, a great play there to Verhines. Going to leave it for nobody. It's in the net. Lady Rams point. A little bit of miscommunication there between the two on the left. And that's going to cost the Cardinals down 8. 18-10. Lady Rams on top. Morgan will continue to serve. Here it comes. There it goes. Right down central. 19-10 on the ace. Unforced error there on Kelsey Patterson. So 19-10 the score. Kick off the season with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation.
Also known as FDIC.
Some may call it that.
Yes.
Apparently that's okay. 19-10 as Morgan serves. Far side. Push there up front to Verhines. Leaves it for Sutton. Spike kill! 19-11. 8-point advantage yet again for the Lady Rams. They lose the serve on the Sutton kill.
Oh.
What a play by Sutton.
They're going to replace some boards down there. She just smoked some of them down there at that spike.
I think they needed to before the spike.
Bo, I'll tell you what. It was amazing, that spike there by Leah Sutton. Put it home.
And a serve into the net, just what you hate to see if you're the head coach.
And that's what we talked about with Mount Vernon, struggling the last two matches that we've seen, getting service points. Woodlawn giving points away on their serve as well.
It is to Verhines, looking for Sutton near side on the old switcheroo. Morgan the dig. Pass up front to Palmer, now coming near side. Keeler sends it wide right. It'll be 20-12. So the Mayans couldn't have foreseen that one. 20-12 your score. Lady Rams on top. For all your insurance financial service needs, it's Tony Wilt. More on Anthony after the Verhines serve. 20-12, Lady Rams on top. Mcgowan on the return, just past a diving Sabrina Durham. It's 21-12. For all your insurance financial service needs, Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent, located on the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower Place in Mount Vernon. If you see his red Jeep out front, stop in. He wants to talk to you. Or you can visit him on the web at TonyWilt.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 21-12 are the scores. Moore will take over the serve. Down central it goes. Wareheim over near side. Sutton looking for Lofton. Bumps it across. Dig by Moore near side Keeler. A little bit of miscommunication. Cuiava knocks it over. Durham over to Verhines. As far side it goes. French. Great dig by Kirsch. Up front Morgan coming near side Keeler. Great play there as we volley around. Sutton looking for a spike. Dug out by Moore. Great job there by Morgan. And Moore got it across, but a little bit of miscommunication, a little bit of fatigue it would look like between Sabrina Durham and Ryan French as that fell between them. 22-12, Lady Rams by 10.
Like you said, it's kind of like in tennis, running that baseline back and forth, and you're the pursuer and not the aggressor. Woodlawn a little winded right now.
French looks up front for Verhines, now to Sutton. Great spike there, but dug out by Morgan. Palmer leaves it for Cuiava. And now Durham to Verhines for French. Great play by Morgan. Thought the Lady Rams had three there. Maybe not. Palmer got it across. Sutton drops off for Lofton. And here we go again, looking to get reset. Spike coming from Cuiava. It is nailed back by the Lady Cardinals. And so that does not reset the hit count. Lady Rams pick up their fourth hit. Point goes to Woodlawn. It's a 9-point game, 22-13, as the Lady Cardinals trying to mount a comeback. Sutton will serve. Just clears the net off of the hands of the front row, out of bounds. It'll be 22-14, now an 8-point margin.
A little momentum swinging back toward Western Jefferson County right now. Woodlawn with Sutton serving. It's their advantage. Down 8, they need to get a bunch of serves in a row to get them back in this one.
So Sutton serves. Nearly dug out by Kirsch. Great save by Keeler. Back to Kirsch. Final hit. Loffin. Up front, Verhines looking to set up somebody. Wareheim up front. Great reactionary play by Kirsch. To Morgan. Far side coming for Palmer. Top of the key, there was Sutton. Now far side French from Verhines. Lady Rams almost save it, but it hit the floor. Great trap by Brooke Moore to almost make it look like a play. 22-15, and the varsity Cardinals are looking to make up for what the JV Cardinals had happen to them, and that was a miraculous comeback.
Eerily similar, 20-11 at one point in this match.
Sutton on the serve. Moore passes up front. Keeler gets it across. Verhines up front, drops it off. French, and Morgan comes up with it. Palmer shifts it far side. Keeler spike. Sutton digs it out. Verhines leaves it for French, knocks it across. There was more up front. Morgan coming near side. Keeler, great dig by Sutton. Now Laughlin finds Verhines. She gets it across. Wow, we have some volleying going on here. Now it's pushed wide right and long by the Lady Rams. 22-16. Come start a banking relationship at Community First Bank of the Heartland. You won't be disappointed. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC with locations at Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Sutton will continue to serve. 22-16 are Cardinals trailing. More to Morgan. Now Palmer hits it long near side. 22-17. And within a nickel are the Lady Cardinals.
It seems like right now Mount Vernon's not playing with the fluidity they did early on when they led by 8-9 points. They're getting a little tighter as Woodlawn creeps back into this one.
Jesse Clark back at the studio as we...
Oh, really? Woodlawn was in the net. I wondered why it was 23-16 yet. But again, I will expound on my point. Mount Vernon needs to quit playing so tight. Get this one finished out.
And Verhines with it up front, sending it far side. Wareheim gets it across. There for the pass up front was Keeler. Now gets it back from Palmer, nearly blocked by the Cardinals. It's out of bounds, and it's game point. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Jesse Clark back in the studio. Jeff Groh is your man with the camera on mywithersradio.com. Tune in. We'll have just about every broadcast in stunning high definition, except those at Centralia. 24-16. It's pushed long on the serve. 24-17. And some others along the way. If we have an internet outage or there's a national catastrophe and all the bandwidth's been hogged up, we plan to have as many as possible. French will serve. 17 serving 24. Cardinals down. Set up by Palmer. Morgan gets it on the near side. French digs it out. It's a pass up front. Verhines drops it off far side. Sabrina Durham had a nice play there, but Kirsch sent it back. Here come the Cardinals. Wareheim gets it right in front of Moore. She can't dive and catch up with it. It's 24-18. So game point continues here, teetering on the edge.
I think living on the edge like Aerosmith.
Maybe Ice Road Truckers. Here comes from Ryan French. Moore sends it out of bounds. It goes weird off of her. So it takes a weird hop, skip, and a jump out of bounds. We'll have a timeout, and we'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
Lady Rams Volleyball is on your radio at AM 940 WMIX Mount Vernon and worldwide with audio and video at mywithersradio.com. Free services from Withers Broadcasting.
Free services from Withers Broadcasting, indeed. We're glad to be with you on AM 940 and online, as you just heard, with streaming video and streaming audio, separate streams for your heart's content. 24-19 here, game one of this varsity match as the Lady Cardinals trying to stay in this one. Lady Rams trying to put them away. This timeout has been presented by Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. King City Chrysler Center of Mount Vernon has a new Dodge Durango with best-in-class power, towing, and driving range. 24-19 is the scenario we have here. Lady Rams still have game point. Ryan French will serve for the Cardinals, and here it comes. Right down central, Moore there to pick it up. Up front, Palmer brings it across. A little bit of action there up front. It ricocheted between Lauren Keeler in the front row for the Cardinals and ends up out of bounds. Point goes to Lady Rams. Game goes to Lady Rams. They win this one 25-19. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, plenty more. This is Lady Rams Volleyball, presented by Banterra Bank.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if the need is right, you won't find better partners than Mark and Barry Smith.
helping people that we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit service. Banterra is your partner. You can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Yes, you can. You can get a car for your teenager today at Second Chance Auto in Mount Vernon. Second Chance Auto has a terrific selection of good, clean, dependable vehicles. Perfect for your teen to drive to school, from economical models to trucks and SUVs. Second Chance Auto has just what you're looking for. They're family-owned and operated, and they've been helping families like yours for over 32 years. Yes, you can get the best for your son or daughter. Call 244-4582 and get pre-approved right over the phone. Or stop in at Highway 142 East in Mount Vernon. Yes, you can at Second Chance Auto.
If you or a loved one experience chest discomfort, pain, heaviness, shortness of breath, we at Good Samaritan Regional Health Center want you to know that every second counts.
I'm Freddy Shamsham. I'm an interventional cardiologist in the vascular medicine section. American Heart Association guidelines recommend that the door to balloon should be at no more than 90 minutes. Here at Good Sam, we have averages 69 minutes. We have a 24-hour, 7 days a week, experienced staff on call, including a interventional cardiologist who are ready to respond to any emergency that presents.
Every second lost is precious heart muscle at risk. You have a first-class heart center right in your own backyard, where patients have access to the most advanced treatment available. For more information about our physicians and heart services, call toll-free 1-888-257-6098. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center, close to your heart, close to home.
Back to Lady Rams Volleyball, powered by Banterra Bank.
And back we are to Changnon Gym, not to be confused with the lovely J.D. Shields Memorial Stadium. Here we are on a beautiful Thursday night outside, but we're indoors as Lady Rams look to make a clean sweep of the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals here in this varsity matchup between two very good volleyball programs. Dan Czerwinski alongside. I'm Chris Hugo here with you on the radio and on the web at mywithersradio.com. Tomorrow night, we're back on the air with you for Rams football against the Triad Knights as they come into J.D. Shields Memorial Stadium. 6:40 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff right here on your same multimedia network of AM 940 and mywithersradio.com. Yes, I do know it's the Knights and not the Knights, but whatever.
Yeah.
Add some flair.
It will be a toughie.
Well, I think it will. The Rams come in 0-2. Triad comes in, a team that's only beaten Mount Vernon twice, but when one of those times was last year, you kind of have a little bit of fret when that opponent comes to town.
Triad only gave up about 20 points a game or less last year. 32-4 in the last 6 years in the conference. Confidence brewing in Troy Triad, as they say. Mount Vernon coming in a little banged up with the injury bug, so we'll see. See kind of gutsy effort Mount Vernon will give tomorrow night at home.
They're pretty excited in Troy, St. Jacob, and Marine. We know that up in Madison County along Highway 40.
We drove through there a few times.
Cardinals will serve to open her up, Sabrina Durham. It's to Kirsch near the back row. Morgan gets it out of bounds, looking to set up Taylor Mcgowan. Here it comes, long hit. Durham rescues it. Up front, it's left for... Looks like that was Miss Sutton who knocked it across, sent it long. It'll be 1-0 Lady Rams. Kirsch with the serve.
Woodlawn had sent French to the net on a fake, and then Sutton came in behind, wasn't able to score.
Lady Cardinals some trouble on the return as it goes out off of Wareheim. It'll be 2-0. So Lady Rams on top, looking to keep the momentum going. The fact that they came away with that one, I think, just gives them that much more momentum. Number 20, I should say, Mallory Kirsch with the serve. Verhein's up front, sends it near side. French. It was Palmer. Mcgowan sends it looked like long, far side. It's going to be 2-1, and the Cardinals get the serve. Banterra Bank, they bring you Lady Rams Sports here on WMIX. Don't get sacked. Take control of your healthcare expenses with a tax-advanced health savings account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. Redo because I didn't see it. So that's what we have here is Kirsch will redo the serve. Verhein's up front. Sutton, and rescued by the Lady Rams. One more hit. It's Mcgowan from Palmer. Right down central. Good play there by Bach. Up front, Verhein's now to French. Partially blocked. Mcgowan got a piece of it up to Kirsch. Able to save it. Bach up front, Verhein. Sets up Sutton far side. Great spike. Hits the ground before Morgan can get to it. Now it's 2-1.
Yep. Pretty good play here by Mount Vernon, or by Woodlawn also to counter that, and Lady Cardinals get a chance to tie this thing up.
And now here comes from Verhines on the serve. More up front, and Morgan sends it far side. Keeler dug out by Verhines. Sutton sets up Bach. And now backside we go. Was Kirsch up front. Morgan now to Palmer for the spike. In between the back row of Woodlawn. It's 3-1 Lady Rams.
5th assist for Cheyenne Morgan in the game. Palmer, that's her 3rd kill, and Lady Rams get back up 3-1.
So Brooke Moore will serve. 3-1 your score. Lady Rams on top here. Game 2 of the varsity match. They won the first game. Serve is down central. And here it comes up front on the return. French tried to get to it. Got it off a couple of Lady Rams on the Plinko. And it'll be 3-2. Woodlawn with the serve.
No putt, second chance, Bob Barker. The Plinko works, so you don't get the putt now for prizes, and Woodlawn has the serve.
3-2 is your score here in Changnon Gym in game number 2. Lady Rams did win the first one, looking for the clean sweep. Sutton serves right in the net. Atypical of Leah Sutton.
Atypical, but again, Chris, tonight in the first set and the start of this one, Woodlawn serving not been very good, giving away points to Woodlawn or to Mount Vernon, and the Lady Rams lead 4-2.
Of course, next time out, if there is one, we'll run down a scoreboard update. Palmer on the serve, up 4-2, and Lady Rams, nice play there by Lauren Keeler to get just past Ms. Verhines. Let's get that scoreboard update quickly.
JV match, Mount Vernon won 26-24, 25-8. Softball locally, Woodlawn beat Rome 22-0, and baseball, Rome beat Woodlawn 3-2.
There you have it. Ace there on the serve. And now it's 6-2. I guess I could have waited for the timeout instead of the dead ball. That scoreboard update was brought to you by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance and financial service needs, see your local State Farm agent Tony Wilt on 42nd Street in Mount Vernon and online at TonyWilt.com. Walk in, call in, or click in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Of course, we're in the midst of a timeout, so if you want to see Tony Wilt about your mobile insurance, why not? But make sure you do it with a car from Ford Square. Ford Square Mount Vernon, where fuel economy has been redefined with the all-new 2011 Ford Fiesta with up to 40 miles per gallon highway. It's a pretty big deal. Ford Square, where the best never rests. Now here, the 2012 Ford Fiesta, here its MPG is that much more impressive. 6-2 the score here, game number 2. As the Lady Rams looking to hang on to improve to 2-5 on the year.
And much needed. Mount Vernon needs this win. Going in the next week, difficult week at Althoff home against Marion. Very difficult stretch for the Lady Rams.
6-2 the score here. Game 2 varsity matchup. Palmer will serve for the Lady Rams. Right down central. Sutton on the pass up front. Verheyen drops it off near side. Wareheim pushes it just past Brooke Moore, but she went after it. So now it's 6-3. Just a 3-point deficit for the Cardinals now, and if they get the right person up there to serve, maybe a Ryan French, could be disaster.
Cookie jar was open, and Brooke Moore got her hands caught in it. Didn't know whether to go after that or not, and went and touched it.
French on the serve. Kirsch with some trouble with it. Of course, Morgan couldn't go over the line to go after it. Now it's 6-4 within 2 of the Cardinals. Hate to borrow a tired cliche, but they're flying high at this point. French on the serve. Here it comes. Moore, back row, sends it up front. More Palmer drops it off Cuyava, far side. French, nice recovery from Verheyen. Sutton gets it, and it's knocked out of bounds by Moore. That was one of those where all she could do was react. Unfortunately, that reaction sends it out of bounds left of the antenna. It'll be 6-5, back within 1, the Cardinals.
Leah Sutton with a spike from behind the tack line. That was huge, and Moore was lucky to even get a hand on it.
Here comes French's serve. Kirsch sends it up front. Palmer passed it far side for Morgan. Now the Cardinals on their final attempt get the return over by Bach. Palmer up front. Leaves it for Cuyava on the spike just off of the hands of Wareheim up front. It's 7-5. Lady Rams back up by 2. Banterra Bank brings you Lady Rams volleyball here on WMIX. Banterra's online banking is convenient, efficient, and best of all, safe. Their security is your best defense. Banterra Bank. Banking with local style. Keeler on the serve. Wareheim up front. And now a great return there by Durham. Got it from Verheyen. Now Kirsch from trouble up front. Morgan rescues it and sends it over. French backside. Was able to get it to Verheyen. And it will be off of the ladder. It'll be a point here for the Cardinals. 7-6 your score.
This one's a little bit tighter. It seems Woodlawn's kind of relaxed and gotten into the second set a bit.
Well, that's what they need to do. Force game number 3 if they can. 7-6 to score, 6 serving 7 for the Lady Cardinals. Bach with the serve. Back row it was Moore. Sent it far side, shy of the front row. And now a pass from Palmer to Cuiava. Cuiava knocked it across. A little bit of give and go there from Verhines and Bach. Palmer up front. Morgan drops it off far side. Kirsch into the net. We're tied at 7.
And remember, Mount Vernon led this second set 6-2 at one point. Woodlawn's went on a 5-1 run here.
Here comes the Cardinal serve from Bach. Back row, Keeler up front. Palmer right down central for Cuiava. Sends it just past an outstretched Leah Sutton on the back row, and we're set 8-7. Lady Rams back on top here.
Cuiava's going to have to get some looks. It seems like every time she's had an opportunity to put one away, she has tonight. When she's up that front row, Mount Vernon's going to have to look to get her the ball.
And her serve will go wide right, speaking of which. 8-8, we're tied again. Lady Rams and the Cardinals of Woodlawn. Who will be your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game? Community First Bank with more Jefferson County locations than anyone else. Locally owned with decisions made here. Proud supporters of Jefferson County with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. On the return, Morgan centers it to Mcgowan. Sends it over her back. It'll be wide left. Out of bounds. The point goes to Woodlawn, as does the lead, 9-8.
Woodlawn's gained a lot of confidence here in this second set. Having squandered that first one, you can see Lady Cardinals building some momentum here.
Serve will come from Wareheim. More up front. Palmer now to Mcgowan. Soft one across to Verhines. Bach with it up front. Verhines brings it across. Morgan sets up Palmer, who's going to send it far side now for Kirsch. Gets it just inside. The point will go to the Lady Rams. We're tied at 9. So 9-9 your score here in game 2 as the Lady Rams force the tie.
That time Kirsch got her first kill of the game. Went left side of the court to the Woodlawn's left side. An angled kill. Nobody could get it.
Take control of your healthcare expenses with a tax advanced health savings account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC, the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams and Lady Rams. 9 up here in game number 2. Morgan will serve for the Lady Rams here on the near side. Sends it across. Sutton to Verhines up front. Palmer looking to set somebody up on the delay. Over to Kirsch far side from Morgan. Sends it long. It's 10-9. Cards on top. Just the way to do it there if you're the Lady Rams. Kirsch went up for what she thought was going to be a big slam into the ground. Just the trajectory is wrong from her wrist.
It was sloppy play there. Mount Vernon really never got a pass set up. It was kind of going down the net.
Here comes a serve from Durham. Now far side, Palmer looking to make something happen. Off Laughlin, out of bounds, hits the bleacher. It's 10-10.
Mrs. Palmer starting to warm up a little bit as well. And it's nice if you got two players, Palmer and Cuiava, that can do that. You got a couple of options to go with.
Kirsch will serve for the Lady Rams. Tied at 10. Pass up front from Sutton. Back to Sutton on the give and go with Verhines. Sutton will pick up the kill off the Lady Rams. It's 11-10. Cardinals back on top.
Talk about bringing the thunder with you.
Thunder stick.
Trying to build a tombstone out here, bringing the thunder and everything else with you off the train station. That's Leah Sutton, boy. She cocks that right arm. It's on. You better be ready.
And Verhines will serve now. Moore there to get it. Up front, Morgan sends it far side. There it comes from Keeler long, and it's 12-10 Cardinals.
What a match so far. Second set, loud crowd. Pretty good sized crowd here tonight, actually.
12-10 as Verhines retains his serve. Morgan sends it near side, just behind the front line by Palmer. Nice recovery there by the Lady Cardinals as they had to dig it out of the net. Now Palmer looking for a spike, sends it past a waving Laughlin. It'll be out of bounds. She made no contact. It's 13-10. Just past that end line there. 13-10 your score as Laughlin swung and missed. Verhines will serve again to Moore. To Mcgowan now, still right in an I formation there as Palmer sends it long. 14-10.
And Mount Vernon needs a timeout. That's what Coach Carroll's going to do.
And they will take it here. Ford Square, Mount Vernon brings you this timeout. It's where the best never rest. The 2012 Fusion Hybrid can get up to 41 miles per gallon highway. Talk about value. Ford Square speaks it. 14-10 is your score. Of course, I wonder about some of the area results involving the Mount Vernon Rams and other teams. Soccer today against Mount Carmel. Joel Duncan had back-to-back hat tricks against Effingham County over the past week. T-Town on Saturday as the Rams beat them 5-4, and then against Effingham on Tuesday. So he has 6 goals in 2 games. And if I'm not mistaken, Spencer Allen has 3 in 2 games. Had 2 goals. They've comprised all the offense against T-Town, winning 5-4. en route to beating Effingham yesterday. The Rams soccer team 3-1, depending today's outcome.
Well, that's nice wins. Nice victories for Mount Vernon.
No doubt about that. Of course, the cross-country team has put forth a nice output this year as well. Mr. Moddert's had quite the success. Of course, we wait to get back to the action here, and now we'll go. A couple of balls out there on the floor. Not supposed to be there.
That
Need
would
one.
be interesting to see us play with 2 volleyballs.
Just need one ball out there. Baden, preferably. 14-10, Cardinals on the serve. It's Verhines. Moore with it, center. Up front to Morgan, dropped it off Taylor Mcgowan. Nice dig there in the back row by Durham. Up front, here we go. French plinkles it off of the Lady Ram. It's 15-10 as the Cardinals look to take control here.
Now, Woodlawn right now on a 6-0 run. It was 10-10, and now the Lady Cardinals up by 5, 15-10.
6-0 run by the Cardinals. Far side, it was Keeler. Got it across courtesy of Mcgowan. Now Verhines sets up Sutton. Great dig there by Palmer. Far side for Keeler from Morgan. Great dig by Laughlin. Now the back row was Kirsch. Up front, Morgan sets up Mcgowan. Did it go wide left? It did. Wide left, a little long, and it's 16-10. Cards on top.
Well, right now, Mount Vernon's a little sloppy. And it's just out by a little bit, and it's costing them. And Woodlawn on a roll here in this second set.
Verhines continues the serve. Off of Moore in the back. Kirsch now up front. Taylor Mcgowan sets it across. Durham with the dig. Verhines up front to French near side. Off of Moore, off of a couple actually. It'll be their 4th hit, and it goes into the net.
And you can see Chris Woodlawn a lot crisper with their passing, setting up some more offensive spikes, trying to get more skills. And whereas Woodlawn or Mount Vernon right now having to defend themselves basically when kicking the ball back over.
Verhines on the serve, up 17-10 for the Cardinals. Far side, Keeler pushes it wide. And it'll be 18-10, a commanding 8-point lead here for Woodlawn. Kick off the season with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. Up front, Morgan pushes it across. Sutton, great reaction there. Gets it back from Bach, got it across. Perch up front to Morgan. Now near side, Palmer on the spike. Right there was Durham. Now Verhines gets in on it, and it's in the net from Bach. It's 18-11, so Lady Rams get their first point in quite a while.
That will help. That stopped off a 9-0 run there by Woodlawn. And Mount Vernon's got their ace server, Brooke Moore, back here ready to go. And boy, if there's a time for her to get on the roll, this is it, down 7.
Definitely is it. 18-11 the score. Here comes a serve from Ms. Brooke Moore. 18-11, Woodlawn on top. Great dive there on the attempt by Bach, and it goes out of bounds off of her. So it's 18-12, and within a half dozen. It's a 1.5 dozen to 1 dozen right now. 18-12, Woodlawn on top.
Very nice.
In terms of eggs.
Bakery.
This is grade A. Oh. USDA approved. Here it comes from Brooke Moore. Down central to French. Now to Verhines. Leaves it far side for Sutton. Moore on the back row up to Morgan. Now far side. Keeler on the spike. But a great play there by Durham up front. Verhines leaves it for Sutton, and that's into the net. 18-13, and you hope with a little bit of momentum here that the Lady Cardinals aren't unraveling on this Ford Square timeout. Ford Square, King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. You can count on us. King City Chrysler Center has the all-new Dodge Durango with best-in-its-class power, towing, and driving range. Chris Hugo, Danny Czerwinski alongside on WMIX. Online at mywithersradio.com with high-quality video streaming. Jeff Crow is the man in charge of that, doing a fantabulous job tonight. We have Jesse Clark back in the studio, but right now we need Tony Wilt and his scoreboard update.
So in the JV match here tonight, Mount Vernon wins 26-24 and 25-8 in softball grade school variety or junior high. Woodlawn beat Rome 22-0. In junior high baseball, Rome beat Woodlawn 3-2. And NFL kicks off tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, 2 touchdown passes in the first 9 minutes, has the Packers up at home 14-0 over the Saints.
You have him in your fantasy league. Have fun. That scoreboard update brought to you by Tony Wilt. For all of your insurance financial service needs, visit that local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt, on the corner of 42nd Street and South Water Tower Place in Mount Vernon. You see that red Jeep out front? Stop in. He'd love to meet you. Tony Wilt, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 13 serving 18. Lady Rams down a nickel, trying to get back in this one. Moore will serve for the Lady Rams. Right down central. Sutton. Nice rescue there on the far side, out of bounds by Verhines. French knocked it across. Great dig by Kirsch up front. Morgan left it for Keeler, far side. Now the return by the Lady Cardinals. Kirsch near the back, sends it down central. Palmer set up by Morgan. Great reaction by Durham. Dug out by Verhines. Great play to get it across by Sutton. Morgan leaves it for Palmer near side. Down central Cuiava. Spike long. It's 19-13. 6-point lead.
Get in the danger zone now, Chris. You're going to have to turn it up a notch and not allow these sloppy mistakes.
We have not had a broadcast go 3 games this season. Will this be the first? 19-13. Sutton on the serve. Goes far side. Great play by Keeler. Goes to Morgan. Now back to Keeler on the give and go. Killed by Keeler near the free throw line. It's 19-14. Lady Rams down a nickel.
That would be Miss Keeler's 4th kill of the night.
Pretty good evening. Contention for Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game, I'm sure. That's Palmer on the serve. 14 serving 19. Lady Rams trail. Great play by Bach. It's long near side. It's 19-15. And back within 4 are the Lady Rams.
Mount Vernon very lucky there that time, Chris. I mean, they were caught napping, and luckily that ball went out because the backside defense was not ready.
Palmer sent a long serve back. Now has to dig it out after the Verhines kill attempt. Far side coming from Keeler. Great play on the back by Durham. Up to Verhines. Now French gets it across. Nobody there near the back row, or excuse me, near the front line, 10-foot line, what have you. And the Lady Cardinals increase that lead back to 5, 20-15. French on the serve. Here it comes. Down central for Moore. Able to find Palmer. Sends it back to Kirsch. Knocks it across. Great play by Sutton. To Bach. It'll be left for Verhines. She called it. Kirsch up front to Palmer. Far side. Keeler on the spike. Digging it out. Sutton. Verhines touches across. Kirsch can't get to it. And Verhines knew just where to put it. 21-15. Blackjack for the Cardinals.
A lot of ball watching right now by Mount Vernon instead of rotating over properly on defense. They're getting caught watching. And when you do that, players like Verhines will find that open spot in the defense.
French will serve. Comes near side. Good English on that one. Keeler to Moore, now to Morgan. Gets it across. Great dig by Sutton. Rescued by Verhines far side. Sent over by Wareheim. Now it's Palmer leaving it for Cuiava. Just inside the left line. It's 21-16. Back to a 5-point margin.
Palmer with her fourth assist of the night. The 4th kill for Cuiava. And Mount Vernon back with serve down 5. And need a run here from Miss Keeler.
If you couldn't get to the bank during intermission, don't worry. Bank in the stands with Banterra cell phone banking. Banterra Bank. Banking with local style. Keeler on the serve, 16-21. It goes off of Wareheim. Back under the net, so it'll be 21-17. Back to a 4-point deficit as Keeler looks to make things happen. Will we have a third set? Keeler will serve. There it goes Wareheim. Now to Bach. Setting up Verhines. Great play by Moore. Sends it near the net, and Mallory Kirsch goes right into the net. Topsy-turvy as it may be. 22-17. Now the score. Cardinals back on top by 5.
Mistakes like that can happen.
Momentum was going to carry her through the net. She's lucky it stopped her. Serve coming from the Cardinals. It's Bach to Keeler. Lady Rams looking to make something happen for Cuiava. Nearly blocked. Was blocked by Wareheim. Palmer sends it over.
Nice.
Looking to keep it inside. Does so. Great piece of work by Aaliyah Palmer. Makes it a 4-point game. 22-18, Lady Rams trail.
It's the case of what Verhines was doing a while ago. Palmer had looked around, and that defense from Woodlawn, a little left open, went back right side. Palmer stuck it for the point.
Here it comes for Cuiava, right down the middle for French. Got it across. Kill coming from Mcgowan. Came in on the substitution for Moore, was placed right up front. Got the kill. 22-19, a 3-point game.
Yeah, right there. Returned by Woodlawn, too close to the net. She was able to spike it home right down the middle. Woodlawn didn't do a very good job defensively that time.
Now the serve to Cuiava. French is there. That will be brought across by Verhines, far side. Palmer leaves it for Morgan. Just within, or I should say just out of reach for a diving Leah Sutton. It came near side. It fell. It's 22-20. Back within a deuce are the Lady Rams. Hoorah.
You betcha. Tension here at Changnon tonight.
It's building as Cuiava continues to serve. Durham into the scoreboard. Great play by Verhines to keep it alive. Now a high bump. Who's going to hit it higher, Cuiava or Palmer? Brought across by, thought that was Mcgowan, and now Durham brings it across for the Lady Cardinals. Morgan sets up Taylor Mcgowan into the net. It's 23-20, and it just got interesting. Whether retirement is years or months away, open a retirement account that fits your lifestyle perfectly. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, the official voice of the Lady Rams. Here comes the Woodlawn serve, up 23-20. Kirsch sends it up front. Palmer leaves it for Mcgowan. There it goes far side, just out of reach. 23-21. Lady Rams staying alive here in game 2.
Yeah. Mcgowan redeems herself. Palmer with another assist. And here we go. Laughlin will come in for Wareheim for Woodlawn.
I'd love to see 3 games. Not going to say that publicly, even though I just did. Morgan on the serve. Up 2 are the Lady Rams. Back up front. Verhein's with it. Back to Keeler. Sets up. Morgan now coming near side. Palmer blocked right back. Great recovery. Palmer. Mcgowan gets it across. There was Bach. Now Sutton down to a final hit. And that falls around the campfire. 23-22. Just near side. It's a 1-point game as the Lady Rams looking to make tension build.
Oh, battling back here. Boy, a big serve coming up here.
And it's Cheyenne Morgan charged with the duty. 22 serving 23. Cardinals' final hit attempt comes from Verhines. Morgan sets up. Palmer. Who's she going to pass to? Far side, Kirsch. Kirsch will get it. It's off of French. Out of bounds. We're tied at 23. A great effort there by Sabrina Durham to try to come up with it. Couldn't. We're tied at 23. It's anybody's guess who will be the Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game. Oh my.
Woodlawn led 19-13 in this game at one point.
And now Morgan on the serve. Trying to avoid seeing the Lady Cardinals unravel. Get the return from Keeler up front to Morgan. Now Mcgowan gets the kill. And it's match point. 24-23. Lady Rams on top. Oh my.
Wow. Hello.
Of course, great traditions aren't given. They're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what they believe in at Community First Bank of the Heartland. Proud sponsors of Jefferson County. A great tradition. 24-23 match point. There it is. Bach up front. Verhines comes near side. Sutton rescued there by Morgan. Up front. Palmer now to Kirsch looking for the kill. Dig there up front. Verhines sets up near side for Durham. One-hander by Morgan. To Keeler now. Laughlin up front. Spike coming. Blocked back. Great recovery. Sutton near side. Verhines dug out by Moore. Sent back by Sutton. Great dive by Palmer. Morgan near side. Mcgowan rescued by Verhines. Gets it back from Sutton. Gets it across. And that'll tie it at 24. Great play by the Lady Cardinals. We're tied. And now we could go 26-24, 27-28, 5-30. Who knows?
Bingo. Could be.
I-40. Not going to be confused with Interstate 40. Tied at 24. Here we go. Game 2. It is off of Kirsch. 25-24 on the serve. The ace by the Lady Cardinals, and Durham's going to continue the serve and a chance for game point now.
Amazing.
Ho, 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 ho.
Yes.
It's not even Christmas yet.
No, but we're seeing a great present here tonight.
Cardinals on top, 25-24. Durham will continue the serve. It comes to Kirsch. Goes off of her. Morgan gives chase, and the Lady Cardinals take game 2. 26-24. We'll have game 3 coming up. We'll take a break. This is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. If you need a study, you won't find better partners than Mark and Terry Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and most deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount, too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
More Lady Rams volleyball ahead, powered by Banterra Bank.
And welcome back to Changnon Gym. What a matchup we have here. The Woodlawn Lady Cardinals took game 2 in upsetting fashion, 26-24, over the Lady Rams to force this third and deciding game here of this varsity match. It's all been presented by Banterra Bank. Kick off the school year with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. And why don't we run down some scores one more time?
One more time. Mount Vernon wins the JV match 26-24 and 25-8. Softball junior high variety, Woodlawn wins 22-0 and 3. And in baseball, Rome beats Woodlawn 3-2. And in NFL football, early first quarter, Green Bay leads the New Orleans Saints 14-0.
14-0, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So the reigning Super Bowl champions look
Raining
to
touchdowns on the Saints.
There you go. Scoreboard updates brought to you by Tony Welch. For all of your insurance and financial service needs, call Tony Welch, your local State Farm agent. You can visit him on the web at TonyWelch.com or at the corner of 42nd Street and South Water Tower in Mount Vernon. If you see his red Jeep in the parking lot, just stop in. He would love to meet with you.
Make that 3 touchdowns for Aaron Rodgers.
Wow.
Hello, fantasy football guys, gals. If you got him, you racked up some points.
I did not get him. I ended up with Josh Freeman as my quarterback.
Kerry Collins trying to be a favorite right now with Peyton Manning basically
Kerry
probably
Collins
being out
is
for the year.
802, and he's going to run that offense for the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah. He's got some weapons to use if he knows what to do.
Dallas Clark. Dallas Clark's back. Back again.
They need to play my team because my team's starting secondary 3-4-7 are going to watch the game Sunday night like I am.
They'll be a little bit closer than you will, though.
Pondering a 10-day contract with the Cowboys right now I am to see if I can play in the secondary because nobody else can or is. Waiting for Terrence Newman to get off the injured list. He's been on there for month after month after year.
Speaking of injuries, the Rams football team.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty bleak in the backfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blake Strickland, Nico Melendez all potentially out, and of course not to mention Anthony Moore.
Right.
So there you have it. We'll see what they can do against the Knights tomorrow. 6:40 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff right here on AM 940 with worldwide video at mywithersradio.com.
Could be a weather-affected game tomorrow night. Rain, a big chance of rain tomorrow evening. So rain moves in, those picks for high school football games go the other way a lot of times.
Of course, Morgan gets it started here on the serve. Up front, it's Kenzie Verhines. Dropped it off for Sutton. Had it lost, and somehow the Lady Cardinals recover. Slip it in between the Lady Rams front row, and it's 1-0 Woodlawn. You lost something.
Yeah, I did.
You'll
I think I might have put it in my bag.
Simmer down.
Got it.
Oh, colored pin.
Colored pins, my partner.
1-0 serve, Sabrina Durham. Back row by Moore. Up front, here we go from Morgan. It's Palmer. Great play now by the Cardinals on the return. Even better play by Mallory Kirsch to work it across just inside between the back and front rows, and it'll be 1-1.
Well, you can never have enough colored pins to define in the sets. You'll see that in basketball. I do that a lot as well.
Kirsch on the serve, tied at 1. Here it comes near side. Great play there by French to get it across. And now Keeler, who is Bach up front coming for Verhines, near side French. Kirsch dives to get it, sends it across. Great play by Verhines to rescue. And now French looking to set up Verhines. It's Sutton that brings it across. I apparently miscounted hits because I thought that was going to be number 4, and it's 2-1. Cardinals on top.
Yeah, not a well-played start. Got to be in this one now because both teams fired up, especially Woodlawn at this point.
2-1 to score. Here comes Palmer looking for the kill. Almost got it. Great play by Bach. And now Mcgowan a battle at the net with Sutton. She wins it, sends it just inside the line. We're tied at 2, and this one could be close down to the wire.
We're seeing some athletes make some plays for both sides here.
Hopefully some of these athletes will be working for Jeff Lonnon come wintertime. On the Lady Rams basketball team, Moore continues to serve. Verhines leaves it for Sutton. Great play there by Moore. Morgan gets it across. Verhines sets up the front. Here we go. It'll be French. Drifted it across and unable to catch up to it. Cheyenne Morgan before it went underneath the net. It's 3-2. Cardinals on top. They regain the serve.
See some looks from Mount Vernon right now. You can't be shrugging your shoulders at this point. You got to keep playing. Work for that next point. Don't worry about what just happened.
Of course, Verhines will serve. It is Keeler, last chance for the Lady Rams. Loffing up back to the front. Sutton got it from Verhines. Now it's brought across by Keeler. Great dig there by Moore. It comes up front. Morgan sets up Moore. So the give and go. Goes off of Lofton. Back row Durham. Brought across. Nice play there by Sutton. And Palmer sends it left side for Keeler. Brings it across. Durham there for the dig. Up front. Left for Bach. Great play, Palmer. Morgan now. We're volleying, ladies and gentlemen. It's Quiava will get the kill. It's back into the net. Loffin gave it her all. Verhines tried to dig it out. Couldn't. We're tied at 3.
Wasn't much of a kill there that time by Quiava. Just happened to find a spot where Woodlawn couldn't get to it. Not a lot of force behind it, but we're tied at 3.
Palmer will serve for the Lady Rams. Loffin. It'll go off her wrist, the wrong side. It'll be 4-3 Lady Rams on top. Don't bank on the away team. Bank for the locals. Bantura, locally owned and operated. Bantura Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Game 3 of this varsity match, the deciding rubber game of this set. 4-3 Lady Rams on top, and we have some rotation issues. Point of emphasis, as we understand, amongst the officials this year.
One of our volleyball officials, mutual friend of ours, explained to me last couple of weeks, last couple of nights we've had volleyball different things to look for. One of those is rotation issues, and that's a point of emphasis for officials this year to make sure everybody's in the right spot. Going to take more of a look at that.
Of course, our esteemed director in front of us also got his volleyball license, so he'll be working some volleyball matches, starting out the grade school, and then what we hope will be a state final series later on. As the serve goes long from Palmer, we are tied at 4. 4-4 the score. Cardinals will get the serve. French will have it. Sends it down the middle. It's Kirsch. Picked it up. Far side, Morgan. Left for Cuiava. Got the friendly roll off of the net. Cardinals couldn't do anything about it. It's 5-4 Lady Rams.
Kelby with her 6th kill of the match.
Surely she's making a case for your player of the game.
Oh, yeah. She's got 6 kills, an assist, and an ace so far.
Not bad. Verhines brings it over. Keeler up front. Palmer left it for Morgan. Sent long. We're tied at 5. So the Cardinals force an unforced error on Cheyenne Morgan or Keeler, what have you. And that ties it up at 5. Now a great serve there by Bach. Good play by Verhines trying to get the kill. Rescued there by Cuiava. Palmer back to Cuiava. It's in the net. Played out of the net by Verhines, but it goes underneath the net. Off of the trajectory force. It's 6-5.
Palmer with another assist. Having a great game. Her and Cuiava switching roles very nicely. Give and receive.
Cuiava will serve. French up front. Left it for Wareheim from Verhines. Great play, Palmer up front. Morgan to Taylor Mcgowan. Now Bach dug it out. Up front, Verhines left it for Durham. Stuck back by Mcgowan. And here comes Verhines back into the play. Far side, it's left for Kirsch. Going for a kill. And Wareheim, a nice play to Bach. Verhines up front. Great rescue near the back for Palmer. Mcgowan from Morgan up front. Now the Cardinals setting something up. Durham gets it just inside the line. Just inside the right line. We're tied at 6.
Perfect. I mean, she came snuggled along the right side of the net. Actually, Woodlawn's left side, Mount Vernon's right. Snuggled that ball in. Just put it over the net and dropped it in where they weren't.
6-6 serve comes from Annie Wareheim, the freshman. Here we go, Mcgowan looking for the return for Lady Rams. Looks like she got it in, so the Lady Rams get the serve back. They're up 7-6, and this is a fashionably dramatic third game.
Yeah. I couldn't follow that. Fashionably dramatic. That left me in the dust.
I really had no idea where I was going, so I broke out as many adjectives and adverbs as possible. 7-6 on the serve. Verhines sets up Sutton, the senior connection. And now Mcgowan got it from Palmer. Just passed it out, stretched and diving. Ryan French. It's 8-6. Lady Rams' largest lead in forever. And so Cheyenne Morgan, the senior, will serve. She will send it down the line. Near side, Sutton. Some communication with French. Back to Verhines. Got it over the net. Mcgowan had to send it near side to Palmer. Great play by Kirsch to get it over. Durham up front. Will leave it for Bach, and they will violate the hitting count there as Verhines was number 3. Bach was 4. We'll have a timeout as it becomes 9-6. Lady Rams. We're in game number 3 of the varsity match. Glad to have you with us here on WMIX. We'll tell you this timeout is presented by Ford Square and King City Chrysler Center of Mount Vernon, where the best never rest. The 2012 Fusion Hybrid can get up to 41 miles per gallon highway. Talk about value. Ford Square speaks at 9-6. Game number 3 of this varsity match. Lady Rams won the first game, and then the Lady Cardinals won the second. We're past the bottom of the hour. We'll go ahead and pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
Lady Rams Volleyball is on your radio at AM 940 WMIX Mount Vernon and worldwide with audio and video at mywinnersradio.com. Free services from Withers Broadcasting.
There you have it. That's who we are. Glad to have you with us on those particular media. Chris Hugo, Danny Czerwinski alongside. Danny Czerwinski keeping you updated on the Twitter. Follow us at 94 Sports. You can visit us on Facebook too at WMIX Sports. I think we have 94 sports in the parentheses for some unknown reason. We'll figure that out later. Morgan on the serve, up 9-6 for the Lady Rams. Durham up front, Verhines drops it off near side. Sutton with the kill. Just inside the line, it's 9-7 and back within a deuce of the Cards.
You give Sutton a free lane at the net more times than not, she's going to put it away. And, boy, she brings like I said in the second set, she brings a lot of thunder on those kills.
Of course, you have to imagine Eric Helbig has to be salivating to have these girls back for another year on his basketball team.
That is the plan.
9-7 to score. Durham on the serve. Keeler to Morgan near side, down low for Mcgowan. Has some trouble at the net, into the net, and it's 9-8 as the Cards are within one. Not to be confused with Stephen Ames, but 9-8. Of course, that'd be 9 and 8.
Yes. He's still trying to talk about it.
Yes, he is. His only claim to fame. Morgan up front, drops it off Palmer far side. Great block up at the net by Sutton and Verhines. Now Sutton sets up Verhines far side, blocked by the Lady Rams. They're going to try it again. Sutton, great play there. Great reaction by Morgan. Far side curse from McGowan up front. Durham now to Verhines. It was a fake. French hit it across. Lady Rams will send it long on the return. We're tied at 9.
Just some great plays between these two teams here tonight, whether they're trying to put one away or dig him out. Great volleyball so far.
Durham will serve, tied at 9. Keeler up front. Morgan far side. Here comes Palmer for the kill, looking for it. Nice punch by Durham. Trying to get it near side. French couldn't catch up with it. 10-9. Lady Rams back on top.
And the kill, the 14th. Actually, I should say the 5th for Palmer.
Whoa. 14 and 5. Those are quite varying numbers.
Yeah, I had to miscounted.
I gotcha.
Categorically speaking.
And now, as we catch it back up on the action, Morgan sets up Mcgowan. Just inside, looks like left. It'll be 11-9. Back up by 2, Mount Vernon. In the battle of Jefferson County right now favors the Lady Rams.
By my count, that's 11 assists for Morgan.
Not bad. One more to equal the uniform number. Sutton, nice set up front. Verhines, give it go. There comes Sutton. Nice dig by Morgan. Back to Kirsch, far side up front, Mcgowan. And Mcgowan has troubles inside that front line again. It's 11-10. Cards within 1. I believe they call this striking distance. And maybe they don't, but we just did. Verhines on the serve. Send it to Moore, back row. Now coming Keeler. Great play off the net. Great dig. Can the Cardinals save it? Sutton got it out of the net. Bach got it over up front. Morgan, far side, Keeler. Great play by Loffitt. Got it over. And this almost had a basket on the Lady Ram return. It was knocked by Bach. And now a co-return on the near side by Palmer and Morgan. Far side, it's Bach. Sets up Sutton. Kill coming. No. Yes. Spoke too soon. Call me Nostradamus. We're tied at 11.
This back and forth. I mean, it's not one team or the other making mistakes. It's just one team executing the play better than the other on every point.
It is Verhines on the serve. 11 square here. Far side, Keeler looks for a kill. Dugout Laughlin up front. And Verhines had no choice but to hit it under the net. But still, she made a play. That should count for something. 12-11. She got a half point.
Well, she waited as long as she could to try to angle herself to get it over the net. Just couldn't do it.
Last name's Verhines. She's an athlete. Pretty well all anybody needs
heard.
to know. 12-11 the score. Verhines sends it over after the Moore serve. Verhines gets it right back on the Lady Ram return. Sutton a spike. Moore dug it out up front. Morgan left it for Keeler. Great play there by the Cardinals. A great dive there. Now Sutton brings it back over. Morgan up front. Who she leave it for? Cuiava. Lady Cardinals managed to keep it alive. Laughlin knocks it over with some help from Sutton. Morgan to Palmer, now up front. Cuiava on a spike. Dug out, back line. Cardinals last hit. Can't get it over. Goes right into the scorers table. It's 13-11. Lady Rams are up a deuce.
That helps out. Mistake there by Woodlawn at the net. Got a little too many people in the small area. Couldn't get out, couldn't get anything done. And Mount Vernon with a 2-point lead and Brooke Moore serving.
We'll play to 25. Ryan French now central. Sends it far side from Verhines to Sutton. Great play by Kirsch to keep it alive. Now near side. Palmer got it across. Verhines to Bach. Up front, Sutton. Great play on the reaction by Brooke Moore after Palmer got a piece of it. Palmer got it back over. Bach. Verhines a no-look spike attempt. Now coming near side from Morgan, it's Palmer on a spike. Laughlin a great dig. Up front it goes. Verhines sends it across. Brooke Moore was there on the near side in the back. Now up front, Keeler. Far side looking for the kill. Not happening. Morgan there on the dig. Pass up front, Palmer. Sets it up for Cuiava. Spike. Great play by Laughlin. French got there to help her out. Verhines gets it over. Kirsch up front. Shy of the circle it was to Morgan. Palmer got it across. Dick Durham. Bach. Laughlin swings it across. 13-11 your score. Into the back. Lady Rams look for a return. More up front to Morgan. Cuiava looks for the kill. It's into the net. And the Lady Rams, after a long volley, will get the hard-earned point, 14-11.
Another kill, third for Morgan. Nice play. All these points, the rest of the way are going to be hard-earned, could be long. 14-11 now.
Nice. We had everything but a behind-the-back pass there. Or did we? Almost had a no-looker from a Verhines. Hard to imagine. 14-11 your score. It's left to Cuiava from Morgan. Great dig along the back row. Durham now near side. French barely got a piece of it. Just wide. Just wide near side. It's 15-11. Lady Rams lead increases to 4, and we'll have a timeout. This timeout's brought to you by Ford Square, King City Chrysler Center in Mount Vernon, where the best never rests. Of course, you can count on us, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. Glad to have aboard as timeout sponsors here on Rams and Lady Rams broadcast. 15-11 your score. Lady Rams on top in the deciding game number 3. Lady Rams won the first game.
Oh, I stuck you.
That's okay.
25-19 and Woodlawn won 26-24. I apologize.
Even though I write that down, I still forget.
I know, and I put it in a different spot on you again. As this is a process.
At least it still said Woodlawn and MTV, unlike the other night where you had MTV written down twice. It left me to figure out which.
I know what I'm doing on my paper. I'm not worried about everybody else, but I will have to change my habits because I will have to make my notes a lot neater for everybody.
I've got a ton of papers here, though. I'm still trying to figure out this space issue because we have limited space here at home. A big old laptop. A nice little puppy thing here.
That's wonderful.
That's beautiful. And then just trying to get our new setup figured out. And that new setup, in case you don't know when you're listening on the radio, is video streaming. At mywithersradio.com, click on the live streaming link, and you can watch it right there, or you can click on the video itself, and it'll take you to our WMIX Sports TV page. 15-11. Lady Rams with the serve. It's more. Great dig there by French. Left it for Verhines. She brings it to Sutton. Sutton finds a place for it to fall. Gets the drop kill. It's 15-12. Cardinals within tray.
Mount Vernon slept walk after that timeout. Woodlawn caught him off guard that time. Great drop pass for a kill. And Sutton serving. That's an advantage Woodlawn right now.
Not quite deuce, is it?
No.
Sutton on the serve. Back row Kirsch. Spike coming from Wareheim. So we go back up front with it in the net, and that'll be 2 hits if Keeler tries to hit it again far side. So 15-13. Are we going to go down to the wire again? We might. 15-13, 13-15 is the Cardinals serve. It's Sutton. Palmer dug it out. Pass up front. Morgan leaves it for Cuiava center. And it's off of Cuiava twice. So if you hit it twice, she lifted it. It was 4 hits. Pick your violation. It's 15-14. Cards within 1.
Multiple choice now. Woodlawn on a little bit of run. 3-0 run since the timeout.
All of the above. 14 serving 15. It's just long. Great attempt by Sutton. Just got a little too much on it. 16-14 as the Lady Rams back up by.
And a good job by Mallory Kirsch. I mean, she was back there hugging that back line, and she decided to let it go. Court awareness gets Mount Vernon a point, and the serve back in their favor.
16-14. Palmer will serve. Back row attack there by the Cardinals. Verhines got it across. Palmer setting up on the far side. Keeler, it is off of the back row. Ms. Durham, it's 17-14. Lady Rams back on top by 3.
Lauren Keeler with her 5th kill in this game, and boy, around the net tonight, she's been an added bonus for Mount Vernon for somebody else to try to get some kills.
17-14 the score. Palmer will continue the serve. Bach up front. Verhines left it for Wareheim. It's off of Kirsch. 17-15. Back within 2 are the Cardinals.
Amazing.
Hey, I know you.
As in?
Where'd you come from?
What?
You're with me now, aren't you?
Last time I checked.
Yeah, sorry. I just expected to see our cameraman next to me there for a second.
Oh.
One of those shocking moments.
You gotta drink some more water.
Wow, yeah, welcome aboard. It's hot in here. Far side is Morgan. Left for Verhines. Now coming. Wareheim tried to get it across. It was into the net. Had too many hits. 18-15.
Well, there's some of our coworkers were late to hear of my arrival at WMIX.
That's true.
So you're second in line.
My communication wasn't the best with some. 18-15.
Hey, who's this guy?
It's Kirsch on the far side. Got it across. I know him from somewhere. And great play by Durham. It's off the score, or excuse me, off the backboard. And it's 18-16. It's back within 2, and we have a woman
Lauren
down.
Keeler's down.
Of course, it's hard to say the best in the business. That's the man in front of us. But Carrie Hammond of the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois takes care of our Rams and does a phenomenal job. Also, Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, proud sponsor of Rams, Lady Rams, and Jefferson County Basketball Showcase broadcast, which we'll have that coming up before you know it. As we hope Miss Keeler is okay. Hope it's just a cramp. Even when you know it's not, you still hope it is. As we near the 9 o'clock hour,
Yeah,
12 shy of it.
Unfortunately, doesn't look like a cramp. I think it looks something in the knee. And there'll be some diagnosis and assessment here because, boy, oh boy, she is having such a good game. It's a shame that she is heading to the bench now.
Molly Kester will come in. Serve off the season with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. They are the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams and Lady Rams. Some confusion on the old switcheroo. What do we got here?
I was looking at Keeler, what they're looking at over there, and I can't tell if they're looking at an ankle. They're untying the shoe, and then possibly an ankle. We'll get more information as that comes in.
So Miranda Eplin will come in, and it's 18-16 as the Woodlawn serve goes into the net. Make that 19-16. And it is a 3-point game. Guayava will serve for the Lady Rams, looking to win this varsity match. We're tied at 1 game apiece here in Game 3. Guayava got the serve off. Bach, a nice return. Dug out by Palmer up front. It comes to Mcgowan from Morgan. And it's off of French back row. It's 20-16. She didn't get her wrists in the right place. It went off the wrong way, out of bounds.
Another assist for Morgan, her 12th.
Now she's up to her jersey number. That's what we like to see. A little factoid such as that.
2016. I keep looking at my phone, but it's your phone getting the text and otherwise.
Not really.
Oh, okay. Something's
vibrating, huh?
Something throwing me off.
Mcgowan returns on the near side. Dug out by Woodlawn. Great return. Durham got it off. Eplin back row, sent it up front. Palmer left it for Kirsch. They'll fight for it out back. Bach off of her wrists, and Sutton doesn't get it over. Down to their final hit. It's 21-16, 5-point game. Guayava will continue to serve, up 5, 21-16, Lady Rams in game number 3. Sutton up front, Verhines left it for Wareheim. Great reaction there by Palmer. Morgan got it to Mcgowan. Back row, French, found Bach. Now Verhines slips it across. The dig by Guayava, Palmer to Mcgowan. Bach to Verhines, near side, comes back, Durham. And now Morgan looks set up far side for Kirsch. Great play there on the reaction by Bach. French sends it back to Bach, gets it across. Touched by Mcgowan. Now Morgan near side. Palmer slips it across. Just, under the net on the return by Durham. And it's 22-16.
Palmer was rather crafty with that. Put a little different spin on it. Dropped down on the other side. Woodlawn couldn't return it. What a crafty play.
22-16, Lady Rams on top. And now the dig will be dug out of the net. Sutton pushed it over. Eplin up front. We had a foot on the line, over the line, across the line, about the line, what have you. Insert your favorite preposition here. It's 22-17 as the Cardinals get the serve. Serve comes from the Cardinals. There it is. Mcgowan up front to slip it across. French sends it up front. Verhines now near side. Sutton. Nice dig there by Palmer. Morgan passes it far side. Kirsch on the spike. Dug out. Here comes Wareheim up front. Sutton final hit. 22-17 the score. Their volume spike coming. Nothing more can do. Back line. It's 22-18. And back within 4 of the Cardinals.
That ball was set on a tee right there for Woodlawn. And they threw it in, Benz, with the spike. Lady Cardinals down 4 trying to battle back in this third set.
She knew what she was doing, in other words.
Oh, yeah. She's been in a lot of big games in her career in many a sport.
Annie Wareheim will serve. More up front. Palmer leaves it for Mcgowan. Nobody there to rescue it. Back row. And the Lady Rams move up 23-18.
12 assists now for Palmer, and that's the 10th kill for Mcgowan at the net tonight.
So it is match point. Kind of like New Year's Eve. 23-18.
Christmas Eve.
Sure, that too.
Okay, all right.
Whichever Eve you prefer, the day before, the day before.
Mendez.
So the point before is it's 23-18, and that one's not going to clear the net. Moves just short and wide to the right. 23-19 now. The Cardinals are within 4.
Well,
is this where the plot thickens?
I think the plot is thickened in this third set. Injury. Sophomores in the game. Freshman for Woodlawn. It's all in this one. A lot of young players getting thrown in the fire tonight early on here.
It's all in the hips, Chubbs. Here we go. Moore looks for Morgan. Far side it goes. In the net. Lady Rams unable to get the return. 23-20. The Cards are within 3. And as the deck becomes stacked for Woodlawn. Cards, get it?
Got it.
23-20.
Thank goodness they're not playing Mount Carmel. They have to deal with aces.
Amen. Hard to beat them. Mcgowan got it over. Sutton sets up Verhines. Block at the net. Nobody can get to it for the Cardinals. It'll be match point.
How about Mallory Kirsch up there at the net? Up there just causing issues. Stuck a hand out, knocked it down the ground, and Mount Vernon opportunity to win this match.
Now a chance to serve on match point. 24-20. It's Sutton up front. Verhines to Sutton. Pushes across. 24-21. Cardinals get the serve back. Still match point due to rally scoring. 24-21. So Woodlawn down 3. They'll have Kinsey Verhines on the serve. And here it comes. Could this be where it ends? Epplin up front to Morgan. Leaves it for Mcgowan. Where will it end? Sutton. Nice play by Bach to get it over. It's to Kirsch. Up front, Morgan. Sets up Palmer. There it goes. Great reaction by Woodlawn. Back row, Durham. Up front, Bach. Got it across. Now it's Morgan. Leaves it down central for Mcgowan. Bach looking for Verhines, who looks for Sutton. There it comes. Pushes it across. No! Into the net. Falls backward, and the Lady Rams win this one. 25-21. And what may be the best volleyball match we see all year. So the Lady Rams win tonight 25-19, 24-26, 25-21 in 3 games. Plenty more to tell you about. We have the Bean Insurance postgame show coming up. This is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX.
If you want a successful business,
I have some very...
and if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit service. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
I'm just not making enough money to support my family. People at work keep talking about layoffs, even more downsizing. I'm not sure what to do.
You've talked for years about going back to school. Maybe now's the time.
I can't afford college, and who has the time anyway?
Have you ever checked out Rend Lake College? It's about a quarter the cost of the big universities, close, and they've got more than 100 programs to choose from. You can pick your field, from nursing to computers. Who wouldn't be happier making more money and doing something they actually enjoy?
That would be awesome, that's for sure. But how can I pay for it? And won't I be the oldest guy in class?
Financial aid is out there. You can apply for student loans, or maybe you'll qualify for a scholarship or a grant. And the average student age at Rend Lake College is about 32. Come on, you got any more excuses? Because I can go on.
No, bro, pass me my phone.
Get started on your new career now with over 100 degree and certificate programs to choose from. Call 618-437-5321 or visit rlc.edu. Rend Lake College. It's time.
So where's the best place to be this summer? I can answer that. The place to be is at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer. Ford is leading the way in the automobile market today, and Ford is the best place to be for cars, trucks, SUVs, and crossovers. At Ford Square, Mount Vernon, come see our great selection of new vehicles in stock. From the new 2012 Ford Explorer, the brand new Ford Focus, Fiesta, Fusion, and Taurus. You will find out why Ford is the best-selling brand in America. All these vehicles have innovative technology like Sync, EcoBoost engine in the F-Series, and Active Park Assist, and of course, everything is fuel efficient. Come check us out at Ford Square, Mount Vernon at 1501 Broadway, Mount Vernon, Illinois, where the best never rests.
If I could see into the future, you know what I want to know? I'd want to know how the whole thing is going to turn out. Did I make the right decisions for my business? Helping my daughter memorize all 50 states. in alphabetical order. Did it really matter?
Understanding that the future is about planning, not worrying, is why Erie Insurance is above all in service. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you.
Your Erie agent in Mount Vernon is the Bean Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 242-6017.
This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX. The Bean Insurance Post-Match Show starts now.
And welcome back to Changnon Gym. Bean Insurance is an independent agency that can do the insurance shopping for you. Bean Insurance has multiple top insurance companies from which to choose with great rates for your family. Call Bean Insurance at 242-6017. That's 242-6017. Chris Hugo, Danny Czerwinski alongside. Lady Rams win a thriller over the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals. It took 3 games, but they got it done. 25-19, 24-26, 25-21. Not a bad day at the office for the Mount Vernon Lady Rams.
And much needed victory. I mean, Lady Rams have a tough week next week with Altoff Marion as we have pounded into the ground. But again, to get a win over a team that won a regional last year in 1A, 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, you still win a regional, it's still a good victory. And Mount Vernon comes out of here with a win. They're second of the year, a little momentum heading in that tough schedule next week, and much needed to win an exciting, close match and be able to get out of here with that win.
And that's exactly what they did. Still have your Heartland Accounting post-game stats coming up. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, those stats and more. This is Lady Rams Volleyball Bean Insurance Post-Match Show on WMIX.
Sometimes life goes by so quickly we don't stop and reflect on how important friendships are in our lives. At Community First Bank, we believe that creating relationships and friendships helps us in becoming the type of bank you need. Whether you're looking for personal banking needs, needs for your farm operation, or to assist with your business needs, Community First is ready to help you. Stop by and let us help you, just like friends do. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, are you thinking of starting your own business? Or maybe you already own your own business and have tax questions? Call Heartland Accounting today. At Heartland Accounting, we specialize in small business planning. Let us help you with your business bookkeeping, sales taxes, payroll taxes, or maybe just some solid business advice. Get started right and let us help you make your business a success. Call Heartland Accounting of Mount Vernon today at 244-7077 or stop by 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B. Back to the 94 Sports Mobile Studios on WMIX.
Welcome back. Changnon Gymnasium, side of your Bean Insurance postgame show live from the WMIX Mobile Studios. Chris Hugo, Danny Czerwinski alongside. Bean Insurance postgame show rolls on. We're glad to have you with us on your radio and online at mywithersradio.com. Chances are you're paying too much for auto insurance. Discounts await at the Bean Insurance Agency. You won't know how much you can save until you give them a call. Bean Insurance, 242-6017. That's 242-6017. We have your Heartland Accounting stats coming up. First, we pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
This is Lady Rams Volleyball on AM 940 WMIX Mount Vernon with video streaming on mywithersradio.com, a free service from Withers Broadcasting.
There you have it. Let's take a look at those Heartland Accounting stats.
The unofficial official stats that I try to keep here. Brooke Moore had 19 digs tonight by my count with 2 aces and an assist. Lauren Keeler, before she went out with injury, 9 digs, 5 kills, a couple assists, and an ace. Kelby Kuyava, an ace and assist, 8 kills. Miranda Eplin had 3 digs. Also, Cheyenne Morgan, 12 assists in the match, 11 digs, 3 kills. Leah Palmer, 12 assists, 3 aces, 17 digs, and 6 kills. Taylor Mcgowan, 10 kills and a dig. Mallory Kirsch, 2 aces, 15 digs, and 4 kills. Kirsten McGowan, 2 digs, 2 kills. As you can tell, stat stuffer special with a 3-set match in exciting fashion. So Woodlawn loses to Mount Vernon tonight, 25-19, 26-24, and 25-21.
Get started right and let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3300 Broadway, Suite 2B. B as in boy, your small business expert. Not much left to do here. This is a great match, 3 games. First one we've seen this season, but we do have your Community First Bank of the Heartland Player of the Game coming up. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have that. This is the Bean Insurance Postgame Show on WMIX.
What happens when you add a new voice and more coaches' interviews to the Saturday Sports Show? You get 2 hours of talk you can't afford to miss. If you really want to stay up to date, you'll reserve a preset for AM 940 this Saturday, immediately following the 8 o'clock news. Beware, other sports shows are just talk. The new Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWinnersRadio.com, presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, president of Community First Bank. Lately, we've been told that coming into Community First Bank is like stepping into a bank 20 years ago. Well, some of our larger competitors would probably be concerned. However, at Community First Bank, we are convinced that that may be the ultimate compliment. We believe service matters, and we all know service is delivered by people who care. Stop in and experience banking service like you remember. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX. Time for the Community First Bank of the Heartland Player of the Match.
And welcome back to Changnon Gymnasium. Chris Hugo, Danny Czerwinski alongside. We're with you on MyWinnersRadio.com. Still rolling with video footage. Glad to have you with us on there. And we're on your radio, of course, usual location. Time now for your Community First Bank of the Heartland Player of the Game. Danny, I think we're all in agreement as to who that is.
And our video man, Jeff Crow, promptly pointed out as our pick, this player had a great second set, kind of propelled Mount Vernon back into it, even though they lost that one, but also added momentum in the third set. We're going to go with Taylor Mcgowan, 10 kills and a dig in that match. And again, I think her play, you look at a lot of other players had a good match, but boy, she had a couple of plays that really spurred Mount Vernon on late second and especially in the third.
Exactly right. And for that effort, she is your Community First Bank of the Heartland Player of the Game. Great traditions aren't given. They're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what they believe in. Community First Bank of the Heartland, proud sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. A great tradition. And that'll pretty well do it for us tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow night we have Rams football coming your way. 6:40 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff, AM 940 and online at MyWinnersRadio.com. We will have video streaming for you, high quality, high definition. You won't want to miss it. That'll be tomorrow night. Mount Vernon Rams football against the Triad Knights. Reminding you of your finals, 25-19, 24-26, and 25-something or other. 25-21?
25-21, there you go.
Short-term memory is awful. I remember that score 3 years from now.
All right. And what date it was, what time it happened.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
agreed.
25-19, 24-26, 25-21. Your final. Lady Rams get their second win of the year, 2-5. Lady Cardinals leave Mount Vernon headed down Route 15 with a record of 3-2. We're glad you joined us tonight. For Danny Czerwinski, for Jeff Crow, for Jesse Clark, back to the studio. Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Lady Rams Volleyball and watching online at MyWinnersRadio.com. I'm Chris Hugo. Good night.
Thank you for listening to